Hey, this is Module 3, Lesson 5, and it's the check understanding. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember, before you actually go over this part with me, you should be trying this on by yourself for a little bit. So the first one is, at college, Tyrell has science for 5.5 hours a week. If his lab work takes up 2/5 of his science class time, how many hours does Tyrell spend in the lab? So I'm going to split my screen here. You can see my work page. You should probably have a work page out too. By probably, I mean most definitely you should, and you should be working these out with me. So I have 5.5. I'm going to be multiplying it by 2/5. So I'm going to change this to an improper fraction. So 10, 11. I have 11 over 2 times 2 over 5. My 2's are canceling out to 1s. I get 11 over 5. And that is going to change into 2 and 2/5. That's my answer. Oh, sorry, 1/5. 1, because 1 minus 0 is 1. Next. Lena played 2 piano pieces at a recital. One piece was 5.5 minutes long. The other lasted 4 2/3 minutes. How long did she play? So total, how long did she play? That means we're adding them together. So I have 5 1/2 plus 4 2/3. Common denominator is going to be 6. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3. And I end up with 5 3/6. I'm going to multiply this one by 2. And I'm going to end up with 4 4/6. So my denominator is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 5 plus 4 is 9. And if you look at this right now, it's an improper fraction. So we're going to have to change that to a mixed number, and we'll add our original whole number to it. So I have 1 1/6, but then I have to add that 9 to that 1. So I'm getting 10 1/6 as our answer. And it's already labeled for you up there. B, what operation did you use? You used addition. Let's go to next. Sean is making fruit punch. He has 1 5/8 quarts of orange juice, and 1 2/3 quarts of pineapple juice. First, we're going to write them as LCM. So I have 1 5/8 and 1 2/3. If you can't see what we're supposed to do, let's change it. So nothing can go into 8 and 3, so I'm going to multiply together, and I'm going to get 24. So I'm going to turn both of these into 24 on the bottom. Make sure you carry your whole number over, otherwise it's like leaving a box of pizza behind. 8 times 3 is 24, and 8 times 5 is 15. 3 times 8 is 24, and 2 times 8 is 16. So if we come over here, our orange juice was the one that was 1 5/8, so we change that to 1 and 15 over 24. On this one, we get 1 and 16 over 24. If Sean uses all the juice he has, how much can he do? So I'm going to be adding these together. So 1 and 15 over 24 plus 1 and 16 over 24. My whole numbers, I get 2. My denominator's 24. 15 plus 16 is 31. As you see, this right here is an improper fraction. So I'm going to change it to a mixed number and then make sure I'm going to add my 2 in. 24 goes into 31 once. 31 minus 24. We're going to get 7. So I get 1 and 7/24, but I'm going to add my 2 in. So 3 and 7/24 is our answer there. Like that. Okay, these last 3 are not word problems. They're straight up telling you what to do. So let's look at those real quick. I have 2 and 2/5 divided by 3 and 1/5. They're mixed numbers, so I need to change them to improper fractions first. 10, 11, 12 over 5. Division changes to multiplication. 15, 16, so I get 16 over 5. And remember, I write my improper fractions up here, so then I can flip them. Our 5s cancel out into 1s. 4 goes into 12 3 times, and 4 goes into 16 4 times. So we ended up with 3/4. If you didn't cross cancel all of that, then you'll have to simplify at the end. Our next one is 3 and 3/5 times 2 and 1/2. Make sure you're paying attention on the signs because they're changing. 15, 16, 17, 18, so I get 18 over 5 times 4, 5 over 2. My 5s again cancel out. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 18 9 times. So my answer is 9. And lastly, we have an addition problem. And so with addition, we actually have to find a common denominator. If you come over, some of you may know, that's fine. Otherwise, you can do some tic-tac-toe to help yourself out. 3 goes into 6 twice, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So I'm going to multiply this row together. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So my denominator is going to be 18. To make 6 into 18, I'm going to multiply by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. To make 9 into 18, I'm going to multiply by 2. 5 times 2 is 10. My whole numbers, when I add them together, is 5. My denominator is 18. And then my numerators are 3 plus 10, which is 13. And we have our answer right there. And you're done with check understanding.